It feared
hardcore.
us.
Hardcore.
We are here, and we're back, and we're fighting back.
Because we have the sabers.
Fear outlaid. Hello, this is Emrys.
and this is Luthien.
And welcome to Girls With Sabers. Woohoo!
Girls With Sabers.
Oh my god.
The intro's going to get better. We're going to work on it, but we're going organic right now. We don't have a script. We are flying off the seat of our pants.
Yes.
Flying by the seat of our pants. See? No script. All right. So, first topic. What should we discuss?
Well,
and I just want to say to the listeners, I go on epic tangents.
So do I.
So this is going to get real, and I have ADD. Light switch, I go to the other topic.
Oh,
like
and
squirrel.
I go there with you.
Yeah, it's bad. Bear with us.
Yes.
Might get better down the road, or it could just epically snowball into something really weird. Like you guys, before M hit record, we were talking old school NBC, like Merlin, and that kick-ass Kiwi Sam Neill, and fairy tale theater, and we were rolling on that. I couldn't even get out canon fairy tales, but it's going to be good. You guys are going to like this. We got a lot to offer.
Yes, it's streams of consciousness. I mean, if
and M's the brains, I'm just along for the ride.
No,
she does everything. I'm lending my voice to her genius.
No, she's my partner in crime and my Reylo twin.
Yeah. Reylo Twins.
Exactly.
So, fair warning, if you're not a Reylo fan,
there's the door.
Yep, there's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord's. No, if you're not a Reylo fan, give us a chance, okay?
Exactly.
Because we feel that we can explain Reylo to make it tolerable for you. You know, we're not asking you to board our ship.
No.
But we are asking that, you know, you sail alongside us.
As fellow Star Wars fans.
Deep, vast ocean called Star Wars.
Yes.
And we also cover many other things that we're passionate about other than Star Wars. But right now, you know, we met as Star Wars fans.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to start with. Well, we met through another YouTube channel called The Den of Nerds.
Woohoo!
Woo, created by the brilliant Josh Lucas.
Woohoo!
And I started commenting, Em started commenting, and magic struck. You know, Thor's lightning hit us, and it was brilliant. And we became fast friends because we agreed on everything.
Yes, we did.
There was no arguing. We agreed on everything.
Her comments were like my comments were her comments.
And then Josh couldn't tell us apart.
Exactly.
You know? So thank you, Josh Lucas, for bringing us together with the Den of Nerds. And if you don't follow the Den of Nerds, please go check out his channel and like and subscribe.
Exactly.
And YouTube.
Yes.
You know, gotta throw YouTube in there for the thanks.
Thank you, Google.
Well. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Google. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, Josh Lucas.
So we're both Star Wars fans. We both love Tolkien, or Tolkien, however you want to pronounce it. You can debate that in the comments if you want to.
Just call him the master.
Exactly. Or we're also Narnia fans and fairy tales and all the nerdy things we talk about.
Yep. Music too.
Yes.
We had each other at John Williams is
the
century's Wagner.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are music geeks as well. That's a little bit about us. The Last Jedi missed the mark in some epic side-by-side training visuals.
I love The Last Jedi. It is one of my favorite, if not, okay, don't hate me, but not my favorite Star Wars movie right now. Yes, I know. And I do see its flaws.
It has flaws. Yeah, it has flaws. You can totally dig The Last Jedi and still see its flaws.
Yes.
And still dig it.
Because humans create it, and humans are flawed, and so their creations are going to be flawed as well. There we go.
It's common sense.
It is.
When Rey is training with her staff and she puts it down and takes up the saber, that scene was originally conceived, or at one point conceived, as her training with Kylo Ren. They were going to do a Force Bond scene where it was a split screen or side by side, where she is mirroring her lightsaber movements with his.
Her fighting technique from Force Awakens to The Last Jedi, she definitely fights like Kylo fights.
For all the Reylos who have been making GIFs, however you want to say it, have been making that side by side of her, training right before she, strikes through the stone and it, royally pisses off the fish nuns. That whole like backhanded, underhand, one-handed saber technique. Kylo uses that same technique on Crate.
Yes.
Against Luke. And if you search GIFs of that and the side-by-side, it mirrors itself completely.
It does. I
wish that Rian Johnson would have showed us that they were doing that simultaneously, because I don't know who gave this interview. I don't remember his name. It's late. I can't, I'm too lazy. My phone's right there. I'm too lazy to even look this up. But someone involved with the film was given an interview, and he said, someone asked him about the shirtless scene, and why it was prevalent. And he goes, well, Kylo was working, I think he was working out at the time, or he was training, which makes a hell of a lot of sense, because when you put that up to the timeline and she has the Force Bond, and, he's all sweaty and stuff, and she just got done training, and she had a little spat with Luke. I mean, it totally makes sense. And I wish we could have seen that together.
Yes.
Because you can't ship them if you don't see why she has all these powers. Because all those doors open in The Force Awakens.
And that they're in sync, like a master is to his Padawan. And if you look at the throne room scene, you will see that they're mirroring each other side by side. They are even in the same precarious situation at the end, until she drops the saber and cutthroats the guard by a miracle that we still can't figure out.
by a miracle of Ryan going,
just get rid of that other half.
Praetorian guard's got another sword, whatever the heck that is, in his hand. And we got to edit that out, because he could have just sliced through her, and it
makes no
sense.
End. Yes.
Yeah, the end. So, let's just edit that out so he has nothing in his hand. But even then, I'm looking at that scene going, well, his free hand's just kind of dangling there. He could, be grabbing her hair, or, pulling at her, or, using it like anyone in a real battle would be using. Oh, my God, use your left hand. No, it's just hanging there. And I'm like, fine, whatever, I'll forgive that. But then I realized that that whole sword was edited out of there.
Yes.
And that ticked me off even more. I digress.
we warned you of the tangents. But I love that scene. And one of the reasons I love that scene is it shows that they are fighting like Master and Padawan. And it makes sense, because Kylo wanted to be her teacher from the very beginning.
But there's no rule of two here, folks, because he's not really a Sith.
No.
So you can just totally forget the rule of two. But remember, people, we're talking about Reylo, and we're talking about balance. And
its darkness rises and the light to meet it. Well, the light hasn't met it yet. Kylo is still stronger than Rey. If you see that scene, he is fighting 3-1, and Rey is fighting 2-1. And then she goes down to 1, and he's worried about her as he has 3 guards on his back.
I know a lot of people are complaining about Rey being a strong and powerful female character, that it's representation and social justice warrior.
But I think with Rey, I don't see that at all.
She's not a Mary Sue, and she's actually tapped into all of Kylo's training because some doors were open, folks. All the doors.
There were several videos right after the novel came out. The accusation that Rey stole the skills from Kylo. And that's the issue, is they don't think she deserves it.
They actually think that she unfairly earned these powers.
I cannot handle people saying that she stole his powers. She didn't.
No, everyone, listen to us, okay? Well, sit down, get comfortable, grab some snacks, because we're going to tell you why she has all these powers and why she's not a Mary Sue.
Amen.
Okay, everyone ready? Good, let's begin. So, Force Awakens, she's strapped to her little chair, and he's, oh, don't be afraid, I feel it. Boom. What's he doing? He's probing her mind.
Right.
I know that's not sexual when I say probing.
No.
He is literally entering her mind to figure out where this damn map is. All the mental doors open here, folks. It is like the Matrix, and the key maker, or whatever the hell his name was, opened all the doors at once.
Yeah.
And, she's pushing back. She's starting to enter his mind. All this information is a two-way street now, going boom, 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 boom. And it explains it in the novel. She is grabbing all of his ability and his training. And again, that's why she was able to do the Jedi mind trick on the Stormtrooper. Again, I wish that was explained a little bit better.
I do too.
For some people who don't understand and think she's a Mary Sue.
They need to watch Doctor Who. They need to watch Doctor Who, Girl in the Fireplace. Because when I was watching The Force Awakens, that scene was in my head. Because I watched that episode way too many times. And there's a similar scene where the Doctor probes a woman's mind to help her, to save her. And as he enters her mind, she enters his mind, and he's shocked. And she says, a door once open can be entered either way. And that's exactly what happened with Rey and Kylo. And if you say, well, she stole his skills, she is the one that entered her mind she didn't
steal anything.
To steal her knowledge of the map to Luke Skywalker. It was defense. And if a thief enters your house and leaves his wallet and his information in your house, is that stealing the thief's information?
If a thief were to enter my home, you best be I'm getting my gun. But that's a different scenario here. It's not what we're talking about.
And I also think she is a bit of a rogue. Now, as an X-Men, I know people make fun of me.
She was my favorite.
Mine too. She's an INFP.
We learn new things every day, guys.
Yes, she's an INFP. And if you look at women in mythology and literature, and from the beginning of storytelling, women are usually the healers, and they usually heal by touch. So it makes sense that Rey touches something and she can see visions. That's part of how the Force interacts with her, is through touch. I kind of see it as a surge protector. The Snoke or the Force or whatever you believe in bridge their minds. It's like they were both put in the outlets of the Force, and they're connected permanently with each other. Does that make any sense, or should I snap my fingers?
No, it made sense to me. No.
But I know people were like, well, Rogue loses people's powers. And yes, but they're permanently connected. They're permanently within the source.
I just wish that the Reylo connection, the connection between the two of them, was better explained.
I do too.
And without...
I was trying to, because I know a lot of people like you and other fans have said that they wish they visually explained how they were connected better, so people would not have liberty to mock it or deny it. The problem is how would you show that visually?
I think it would be almost in the dialogue. I think they did a beautiful job in almost that vacuum of sound,
right,
where it was, that
yes,
and it was just them. So the sound or lack of sound with that, the audio, I thought they did perfect.
Yes, they did.
As far as the dialogue, I wish Rey would have been more questioning. Obviously, we've seen her skills in The Force Awakens with her staff. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, great. She could probably speak like 6 different languages and read Arabic. Totes amazing, girl. You're a survivor. I get it. But as far as lightsaber wielding, Jedi mind tricks, a couple of other things, those are skills that she's never had. That was better portrayed. Her questioning of that. Sure, she questioned Luke when they were up on the top of that peak, and she goes, something inside me is awake and I don't know how to deal with this, and blah. But I wish she would have questioned Ben, Kylo. I'm going to go back between calling him Ben and calling him Kylo. But I wish she would have questioned him, because obviously after him leaving the interrogation room in The Force Awakens and she does the Jedi mind trick, she almost has like an epiphany moment. Oh my gosh, this could work. And it did. I wish she would have questioned that more. Now you actually are able to have a full-fledged conversation with the man. Ask him. He asked her, why is the Force connecting us? He's asking all this questions, and she's going, murderous snake. And he's like, I want to marry you. He's doing the questioning. He's asking.
Because he's the analytical one of
yes,
the
in the
relationship.
Moment. Yes. But I wish once she had calmed down, like, forget about the parents, girl. You know what happened about your parents. You need to ask them why you're having this bond.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree on a certain level, but I think she's not there. I think she's still in denial that they're connected, because she doesn't want the connection. She doesn't want Kylo to help her at all. She wants Luke or Han. And when Kylo says, that's your greatest weakness, is I think one of the things he's saying is, why not me? I'm the one listening to you. I'm the one nurturing you. I'm the one helping you. But you just want Luke and you want Han. You don't want me.
I think there should have been more questioning, as far as it could have been one question. Like, once she did finally calm down. I mean, the hut scene would not have been the hut scene if she were asking different questions than what she was asking or telling him. Hope that's something we get in 9, which is a good segue into what I'm about to say. And you probably know where I'm going with this. But
yes, I do. I found it in the Force.
Yeah. So you felt a disturbance in the Force.
Yes, exactly.
And you know exactly what I'm about to say. I wish we would have gotten some type of extra Force bond where she asked something of him like that, and he told her flat out.
Yeah.
That would explain, it would have been a great answer to probably a couple different questions, and would have, I use this loosely, close the door on that area. I mean, once and for all, we don't, because the casual fan is not going to read the books. The casual fan is not going to read the comics. The casual fan, yada, 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 yada. They are just going to go see the films. Maybe they're going to pop on YouTube and dive a little bit. But after that, they're on to their next thing.
I honestly think the person who could have explained it, because I think if Rey asked him that question, and I'm playing the devil's advocate with you. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
If Rey asked him that question, when would she ask him that question? Because she hated those Force connections until she went into that cave, and she was forced to talk to him, because at that moment she had the epiphany that she indeed was alone in the universe, and she was all she had. So the only person that she could tell that truth to was Kylo, because she saw for herself that he was right, that her parents or her identity in her parents was not available.
Mm-hmm.
What I was going to say about the Force bond of like who could have explained it better would be Snoke. When Snoke said, "I bridged your minds," he could have explained it that way. And besides,
total Days of Our Lives, like total soap opera. Explain it for the viewers who probably, went to the bathroom and came back. Like, lay it all out for us.
I gave her your skills. I gave you the knowledge that her parents abandoned her to use against her. Both of those knowledges can be used against the other. And I really believe that in The Force Awakens, when she taps into the Force, she's tapping into Snoke. Because in the novel, it says that she goes into rage, which rage is of the dark side, of anger. Anger is of the dark side. She is merciless to him. And she keeps on hearing a voice in the novel of say, kill him. She also, if you look at the novel of The Last Jedi, his scar is described as a snake-like scar. And he says in The Last Jedi, he's like, the rabid cur is a sharp tool if used correctly. And then he asks Kylo, how was your wound? So I think rabid cur has a double meaning for Hux and for Rey, because both of them do not have the lineage, a bloodline that Snoke and the First Order praises.
I agree with all of this.
Yes.
No argument for me. No, that is very profound, and I agree with all of it.
Yeah, because that to me that would be the perfect person to explain it, because that would make Rey and Kylo furious, even more furious than they already are, because Kylo knows, okay, why I lost to this girl is because Snoke empowered her to do so, to teach me a lesson. And Rey
and he's also very intrigued, so he wasn't even going full.
Yeah, no, he wasn't there. And that's another thing, people. He was going easy on her.
Yeah.
Because he did not want to kill her. He wanted to train her. In fact, throughout that duel, he tells her to stop numerous times. And if he wanted to kill her, or if he really wanted to save her, he just a push over the edge of that newly formed cliff would have done the job.
Oh my God. Yeah. Again, another what you would think would be an editing faux pas, but it's not. He did not want to kill her.
Yeah. His eyes were not on the saber. His eyes were on her. And a man's eye direction will tell you what he wants. That is standard nonverbal communication.
That is in movies. That is in books.
In real life.
In real life. A man's eye line tells you what he wants.
We as women know this.
Every single time. Especially when it comes to food. And that's all over in the elevator scene.
Oh, yeah. And the interrogation scene.
Yes.
And it's both ways, people. Watch Rey's eyes.
Yes. I mean, it's and you have Disney princess parallels all over the place. If you could hear elevator music, it'd be Sebastian singing "Go Ahead and Kiss the Girl."
Yes.
Yeah. Just kiss her.
Yes. Fellow Reylo made a lovely video edit of that, and I will link it below.
Yes.
Because it's genius.
'Tis brilliant.
Yes. I know anti-Reylo people say, oh, that relationship is over because Rey closed the door on him. All right. If you're right, and the Force bonds are over, which I don't think they are, but let's just say that they're right. If she closed the door on Kylo, that means she closed the door on all of those skills and access to those skills.
Yeah.
And so
somebody's going to have to train her, and it ain't Finn.
It ain't Finn. It ain't Poe. Luke is gone. And I'm sure you're like, Force Ghosts can come to her. But okay, when a Force Ghost came to Luke, who did he say that he had? Did Obi-Wan train Luke? No, he sent him to Yoda.
Not a ghost, a real person. And episode 9 might just feature that.
This little leak was talking about Ben and Rey, or like Adam and Daisy training together.
Woohoo!
Awesome stuff. So, which means that in our own headcanon, this could be one of two things. One being, okay, they're training together. They obviously had to train together for the Last Jedi. Now they need to train together for 9, which means they could be fighting other people simultaneously. But it also could mean that in 9, we are going to get Kylo training Rey. Praise God, because that's what needs to happen.
Yes.
Kylo training Rey, the best, pulling out all the stops, bantering back and forth, possibly having their first kiss. I can't handle myself right now.
Cross sabers. And let me tell you, that's what I want. Okay, if in The Force Awakens, they were like together with their sabers aligned in a straight line as she melts his saber in the snow. Talk about a metaphor.
You mean melts his heart.
Yes. And then in the throne room, they're back to back. So I think their sabers need to cross. And we all know what crosses mean.
There needs to be, like, in whatever the hell Pirates of the Caribbean, 5, 6, or 7 it was. It needs to be an Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner fighting on the ship, and their swords meet, and they're like, boom! You got what's his face going just kiss when he's like marrying them, and we need an epic thing to see like that for Reylo, and that's the tea.
Yes, that is the tea.
We brewed
it. We brewed it nice and steamy for you.
Nice and steamy, folks. A Reylo tea. So guys, if you really enjoyed what we had to say today, please give us a big thumbs up, like this video, comment below, subscribe to our channel, make sure to turn on notifications to all so you get all the new content we feel like dropping on any given day, really. All magic comes with a price.
I now have hungry eyes from Dirty Dancing in my head.
Hungry eyes.
Yes.
Sorry.
That was Patrick Swayze singing that, by the way.
I know.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. Dude had a really good voice. Yeah. What was that? Oh, what's that other crap song? Oh, Shoot Like the Wind. I can't even listen to that. Like, Patrick, what are you doing? And that was a hit.
I know.
It makes me so uncomfortable, and the music video makes me even more uncomfortable. I can't handle it. We got quick, talk about something else.
I used to roller
God rest
skate.
his soul.
I used to roller skate to that song.
No, now I'm thinking about Don Johnson. Looking for a heartbeat. No, we gotta talk about something else. All the songs are coming me. I'm like starting to have a seizure. We gotta stop.
Or we're going to start talking about David Hasselhoff's career.
No, what are you doing, Em?